Hey, thanks for joining me in another episode on William Speck Life podcast YouTube channel. I'm so excited to finally welcome my very first guest speaker and none other than my best friend Matthew Donegan. Thank you, Matthew, for being here, and thank you for being a part of this.
Yeah, this is awesome that I'm now on your new.
Yeah.
After everything we do on our channels together, this is awesome that I'm now on this.
So, Mike, we have a few questions for you.
Alright.
What is one thing that helps you to cope, and how does this help yourself and in your life?
So one thing that I use that I use a lot to cope with things is like going out and rail fanning is one of my favorite things to do, just in general too, but it's also a great coping strategy for me when especially when I'm really stressed with a lot of stuff. I'll just, go for a break and go rail fanning for a bit, and just kind of calms me down and helps me forget for a little while, and it's just really relaxing. So
How do you feel after the fact?
I feel better. I feel like I'm ready to take on whatever I was about to do. It just kind of like a stress reliever in a way.
The second question I want to ask you, Matthew, is what does it make you feel when you first step outside, and what is the feeling that you are feeling at that moment?
So yeah, usually whenever I go outside, it really just depends on the day, really, the weather. But usually when I walk outside, as soon as that wave of fresh air hits you, it just feels so good. That first breath of fresh air feels so nice after being inside for a while, and I just really like it. It's kind of calming.
The other question is, how do you deal with getting in with the world, and how do you deal with being positive in tough times in life?
Well, for me, my opinion, I think trying to fit in is really impossible because everyone is different in their own way.
Yeah.
And there's not really a way to fit in. But I think just really for being positive in tough times, I just think you just gotta think of all the positives that's coming out of the situation. Times are tough sometimes, and that's just a way of life, and that's just how life works. That it's not always sunshine and rainbows all the time, and you just gotta think of the positives, what good will come out of the situation. So,
how are you going to make a difference throughout this world, Matthew?
I think making a difference, what I want to do, I want to make people smile. I want to make people happy. I want people to understand that they are appreciated, because a lot of people don't understand how much that they actually mean to people. Because I know a lot of people find it hard to express their feelings to others and don't know how to do it. And I just think being able to do that is just something really good. And I think just being able to express how much people mean to me in my life I think that's just would make me feel good, because that them knowing that they are appreciated.
That's very spot on.
Yeah, thank you.
Been answering. If you were able to paint a photo, what would you paint? Why and how? And how will this help you to cope through your life?
I think if I were to paint something, I think it would be very similar to my answer to the first question. Or I'd probably paint a train or something, just kind of, because it's what I love. It's what I love.
Obviously.
Yeah, that's probably my answer. It's what I love. It's what I love to do. It's my passion. So.
When you're in the outdoors and when you're in the sunshine, what do you feel? And how does it make you feel spiritually?
it feels refreshing. Like when you step in and there's that like wave of sun, especially after like a few rainy days. That first sun and just the sun going outside in general, it just feels good. Like just feeling the warmth of the sun on you, it just feels refreshing.
Yeah.
And it really just revives.
How are we going to help other people that may need more help or attention?
I think for some people, like who need help, seeking help can be the hardest thing. Like there's a lot of stigma around getting help that it makes you look weak, but that's not true. Like sometimes you need to get help. Like it's how you will recover. Like if you don't get help, we just need to make getting help, like we need to make it sound like how it actually is. We need to make it sound like a good thing, because it is.
Yeah.
People just don't understand that.
How are we going to pay attention to people, and how are we going to go through life?
I think for basically just navigating life, there's always going to be roadblocks, and that's just a way of life. You're just like having the mental toughness and grit is just gonna be really helpful to get you through life, and also having good problem solving skills. It'll just really help you get through life and overcome those roadblocks, and it's just like super important. So.
And then this is the final question on my new episode. Overall, I'm actually so excited to have you on board now. The brand new channel. I know that me and Matthew have been friends for a long time, and what he does for the community is such an inspiration for me, because he is such a very likable guy. I enjoy hanging out with him every day of the week, and he's been a great person to hang out with overall.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
So,
it means a lot.
This final question, and I am going to ask you, Matthew, what season is your favorite? If you feel pain, maybe winter. But if you feel happy, maybe summer. Or if you feel tragedy or heartache, maybe fall. Which season would you say was your favorite?
I would say my favorite season is winter for a few reasons. Number one, I really love snow. It just brings, like, when I see snow, it just makes me real happy. And I love it. I love a good snowstorm too. And also, like, Christmas, in, like, the sense, like, that being able to, like, because I know you don't always get to see extended family often, and that's a time when you also get to see a lot of your extended family that you haven't seen in a while.
Yeah.
And it's just awesome, it's cool doing things with like family, like doing activities, and it just is my favorite season overall. Just.
Well, this is the end of my new podcast episode on William Beck's life. YouTube channel, my very first personal YouTube channel. I'm so excited. If you haven't seen my new welcome video on my new channel, be sure to look at that. I'm so excited once again to have you on this new channel.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
You are my first ever guest speaker on this channel.
I know, first guest speaker, and
what do you think overall?
just pretty excited to be on here. So, just
Okay.
really appreciate the opportunity to be on this.
Yeah, for sure. Is there any final words you want to say here before we sign off here, Matthew?
I mean, just for anyone out there that has a dream, keep pushing to achieve that dream. What you want to do with your life, don't let anyone tell you you can't. You just keep trying. There are roadblocks in life, but that's just part of life. if you have mental toughness, you will be able to overcome them. So that's my final message here.
Okay, well, I just want to say thank you for being a part of this channel here. My very first episode. My name is William, the host of this new channel. I'm here with,
Matthew,
and we are
signing off.
Hey, thanks for joining me in another episode on William's Best Life podcast YouTube channel.